kind of all prime numbers.
Okay.
I'm into it.
We're on.
All right, we're good?
We're good.
All right, does anybody need me to go over the hand signals?
Yes.
Yes? All right, but I hate you.
Yeah.
If you agree with something, jazz fingers up. If you disagree with something, jazz fingers down. If you're neutral or on the fence about something, jazz fingers forward. During proposal time, if there's a proposal that is so detrimental to the movement or endangers people, throw a block. A block means if this passes, I am leaving the movement. That should be used very rarely. We have a 2-minute time frame for announcements. If 2 minutes has passed and you think that they should wrap it up, throw one of these. You think they should keep going, throw the sugar horse. If at any point I interject my opinion or the conversation has gone off topic, throw point of the process. If you need it to be louder, throw an L. Either way, it works. If you need something to be clarified, throw a clarity sign. If you have a point of information, such as if a meeting is announced at 4, but you know for a fact it's at 5, it's a point of information. I believe that is all there is to this. Alright, so we're going to move on to announcements. Does anybody have any announcements?
I was just on the phone with I've got the website Occupy Roadshow. I'm up here buying a bus to do like a musical kind of thing, potentially a TV show. It looks like it'll be a TV show. But Occupy the Road, which is a group that's in a motorhome, has been going all the occupies and is planning to hit Fort Myers and come up here. So they should be up here within a few days. And something to look forward to. I told them about the event we're doing here on the 17th. I told them that about the event that's going on here on the 17th, on Saving West Tampa, and hopefully they'll be able to come up and help us fortify that event. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but they basically just said they're on their way to Fort Myers and then here after Miami. So should be interesting to see what they're doing.
Any other announcements?
Community Outreach Committee, or outreach work group, whatever the hell you want to call it. Basically doing community solicitation for donations and also just to get the community informed on what we're doing. We'll meet tomorrow at 4 p.m. at the camp. If I forget, because I probably will forget, remind me or show up. We're going to start going, talking to the businesses and everybody throughout Tampa.
How do you plan on getting donations from the community? Just going up to people and asking?
Just talk to them. Just talk to them. Just talk to them. So they know why you are at the occupation, what drove you to be a part of it, and also what you see the occupation doing, what you see the good of it, and what you would like it to become. Basically, you put yourself out there. You make the movement about you, and then you get those people to associate with you.
Any other announcements? No proposal? Alright, well, if there's no more announcements, we're going to move on to proposals. Alright, first proposal is Elizabeth.
It was brought up a few days ago. Everybody seemed to be like, yeah, we're all good with it, but it wasn't official enough for media finance to post it on Occupy Tampa's webpage. It is the donation button for Marisol. They said if we're going to have any sort of fund drive in Occupy Tampa's name, then I need to get official consensus. So let's make this official. If you agree, we will.
What's the organization?
It's Marisol. She got arrested on the march for stepping out into the street off the sidewalk. She got arrested for trespassing. She's on a fixed income. When she was in court, they kind of took advantage of her because she doesn't really know English all that well, and she has to pay $140 a month for 3 months. She has a kid to support, but she doesn't get any money for them because she recently turned 18, and so we're just gonna, so that we don't take any money out of general funds, just putting up a button saying if anybody wants to donate here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but unfortunately Occupy Tampa has had a proposal passed saying that we need 20 people to pass further proposals, and unfortunately this General Assembly does not have 20 people.
20 people? When did that?
When was that?
When did that happen?
Yeah, when?
When was that?
Were there 20 people there to make that
A
decision?
month ago or so. Yeah, there was a
A
lot of
month or
people.
so ago, but we've made proposals since then.
So we're at an impasse.
How many people do you have left in the camp?
Do you propose that we
never
change
have
that?
20 people.
Yeah, I don't remember this even passing. I don't remember.
Did J-Lo propose that?
Very well could have.
I think maybe that was
I've never heard that
pre-J-Lo,
before. I've
actually.
seen proposals pass since then.
You've got 9 other people in the camp, I think, right now.
I have several personalities in each count.
Yeah.
I can just be different characters.
I know their talks. Hold on.
I'm sure
Yes,
they
the 9 people at camp are in favor.
of a button supporting Marisol.
Yes.
My other 6 personalities are, so...
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take a temperature check. If you think we should just, in the true revolutionary spirit, say, fuck that other proposal and go on, fingers up. But if you are a stickler for the process and would like to go to a 20-person at least General Assembly for this, down. So, up if you want to go through with this now, down if you would like to postpone it.
Can I make a suggestion? Make your agreement and then basically have a referendum at the camp and see if you basically are going to get an sort of a shutdown below, a majority, right? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to double check with those guys. At least keep them in the loop. They all didn't have rides down here.
Well, we can do that.
Are you guys cool with this decision we made? You get that? You okay?
Going forward with it, yes.
It doesn't hurt to discuss it with the group that stuff transpired.
Okay, cool.
Well, we're not talking about radically changing anything, just putting a button on the website. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
So, can you restate your proposal, please?
My proposal is that we put in a button on the website that says, help Marisol, with a little bio.
Alright, so let's go to consensus.
Oh, wait. And also, on the bio, it will say, Happy is willing to work, mow lawns, paint houses, and then you can give the money there too, on something in exchange.
Okay. So,
So
if you support
someone's
this,
willing to write this up and send it in?
Yeah.
I guess? Okay.
Right.
fingers up if you support, fingers down if you do not. If you don't know, do one of these.
Can I support my
Yeah. Alright, that has...
Yeah, I just wanted to say, we're just observers right now. We're not members, so we can't vote, right?
Yes,
Oh, no,
you
yes,
can.
of course.
You're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no membership. I mean, if you're here, you're part of the process.
If you're here, you are part of the
But we will be tattooing you here presently.
Yeah. So by all means, please vote.
And if you have 20 friends nearby.
We only need 6.
Yeah, 6. Go grab 6 people on the hub right fast.
Yeah,
I do own a corporation, and that's considered a person, so I'd like to.
I own my own corporation as well.
Yeah, I got one. I got another.
Does the
So we're
dog
at fish
count?
3
The
more.
dog's a sentient being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dogs are not
the dog
people.
supports
They're not
this motion.
corporations.
Yeah.
Do we have a table
The
anywhere?
dog is not
Unless
fetus,
there are
I'm
articles in the
sorry,
corporation.
but
that
The dog is neither a fetus nor a
Dad spent a lot
corporation,
of
so
time
it
with
is not a
Occupy, so,
person.
We just need a few tables. We're fine.
Alright, so we'll do one more
Pause up
time.
for
Consensus? Yes.
God, yes.
Unanimous? Okay, that has passed. Next up on proposals is Vincent.
I propose that the Thursday evening discussion be here at Curtis Hickson also, as well as GA. Since we're already here for GA, I think it's meaningless to head all the way back to camp to have an additional conversation that we have every Thursday when our presence is to be here at Curtis Hickson on Thursday evenings. Why not continue that presence along with the discussion? That's my proposal.
And when would this start?
If the proposal is passed tonight, I would assume next Thursday.
Okay, I'm going to open up Stack. Would anybody like to get on?
Well, I think this is a great idea in line with the thinking of bringing ourselves out here for everybody else to access us. There's also the other possibility of moving GA back there, which personally I'm in favor of centralized locations, but if I put on the cap of we need to get out here to other communities, other cross sections of Tampa, then that makes sense too. So two ways to look at it.
Next up is Joel.
My concern would be people who aren't able to get a ride not being able to be part of the discussion. What's that?
I offered a ride to some folks who wouldn't have been here if you know, I didn't know. Can I say something else? How many people would have not have gone to the other camp this evening? It looks like everybody here has been at the other camp. We all moved here from the camp.
I came to class.
I just do what's instructed for us to do.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense that we stay at the camp and involve anybody who's there or anybody who's showing up to see what's going on down there should be able to see the GA meeting. The camp is probably the best place.
All right, next up on the second is Billy.
But I'm all for having events at Curtis Hickson, like on the weekend or a Saturday afternoon or a time when there's people over here. But to me, like the weeknight GA here is stupid. I just feel like whatever. It's kind of like great. I'm being nostalgic about what we did in the fall. But the occupations in West Tampa, so everything should really just be there. I think it's harder for the people who are there who have difficulty getting here than it would be for anybody else who might want to go. If they can come here, they can go there. It's like a mile away.
Actually, you first, Progressive Sec.
I was wondering, I haven't been to the meetings in a good while, and I was wondering if you combine coming here on Thursday with getting here, having a group assemble by 4 p.m. and have, signs during rush hour, then, go to dinner or whatever, and then have the meeting. But maybe if you could combine that, and you could say every Thursday would be rush hour signage, because the signage is gone, and it's really a shame. And whatever our issues are at the time to see
Would you be willing to accept that as a friendly amendment?
I have never set in stone on anything. I just throw things out there to see, if it's feasible or not. I'm all for one location. I don't care where it's at, but I just understand for some people it's a little more difficult to get here or get there. So I was just trying to just like the word she used, centralize the location, that where a person doesn't have to go to 2 different locations in the same meeting.
You are on second.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that there's a lot of support downtown. I work downtown and you live downtown, right? And there's a lot of support that's on the fringes. The people that would walk by but for whatever reasons, their work or whatever, they didn't join, but they're, since you guys left, everyone's wondering, well, what happened? Did they disband? Or are they having any luck over there? But that's just an idea. There is a lot of support to tap here. I wouldn't totally give up on downtown. There's a good cross section of people.
Next up on second is Ben.
I think that there has been discussion before about moving the Curtis Hickson GA from Thursday to Saturday. That discussion has been tabled, and in order to make this proposal kind of address multiple issues we're dealing with here, in addition to adding the before GA sign waving, it also have post-GA discussion wherever the location of the GA is. If we keep it here on certain days, we move it there. Post-GA discussions be at the same location as the GA. I think would be the important part. But then if we do move it afterwards, it's still discussions can still go on.
Also, before we decide to move like a discussion group that what is pretty much, I kind of think it's almost in the jurisdiction of the education work group, because it's like their thing, their event that they plan and come up with and everything. So I just really think that they should be talked with before kind of moving like their event.
So would you agree with that? Would you like to table this discussion until you discuss it with education work groups then?
Whatever works for you. No, seriously, I'm good, seriously.
This is all you have to give a definite answer.
Oh, yeah, table it, I guess. Table it until we can have further discussion and come to a consensus on a decision.
Can I say something? I don't really know what you're doing here in this park where they put this fence up to stop you out of here. But if this is a very good place where people get out of work, this is a very good visible place, and you weekly have signs that show that there's an occupation and there's something that for them to discuss as they go home when they see those signs, it makes sense if you could get the energy to get everybody down here weekly with signs in one spot with the basic message and keep it in their heads and keep them in tune with your website so that basically they know that you weren't beat by the cops and you aren't hiding someplace else. But then again, that is your camp, and that's really where I think you should make all your decisions, where everyone who knows where that is could basically come there and get involved. You possibly could have your GA be everywhere, but getting out here before people leave work, that makes a lot of sense with some real signs and letting them show every week that there is a presence and they know when they can get in touch with you downtown would be very important to do.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, like, what's the temperature check on moving it? Like, if we do have Saturdays down here, like, what's the temperature check?
How much what's the public visibility on Saturday compared to a weekday? Is everybody gone on Saturday, or is there really a crowd down here that will see your sign?
Yeah, there's a lot of things, especially this time of year, that's happening here. I think that getting close to the park would be a difficult thing. To have a meeting and to have the signage, I kind of think Thursday is one kind of less confrontational, but with lots of view, and then having maybe special events where we know, like, there's a concert like this where we can pass out things or something here in front. But I wouldn't do anything confrontational, which it could seem like that if we try to have meetings and so forth down here. I think Saturdays should be special events. If you say every Thursday you have a meeting here, nothing gets decided in one meeting anyhow. So if something is discussed, if every Thursday, and not everybody goes to a meeting. I've only been to the camp 4 times since you moved, and I used to come regularly to the meetings here. Obviously it's convenient for me, and you know, there's a lot of reasons that people don't go to the camp. I think it's disappeared some people, and I think once a week for people to say, well, I'm going to go to a meeting once a week. People don't need to go every day because you can't vote by one day. You have to make a proposal and so forth, correct? So my thought is encourage that people know every Thursday you come, and then if you're talking to somebody, say, well, come to the meeting tonight. We're having here once every Thursday. It gets people involved. I know I'm talking too long.
Tuesday, are there things afterwards on Tuesdays? That's a weeknight that would have the rush hour at 5 o'clock. But is there anything following it so there wouldn't be the conflict of getting back to camp for the education work groups thing?
Can't look at the calendar
Well,
right
I mean, like, during the discussion.
I do have a comment. Just, you're talking about doing things here on Saturday. I know this coming Saturday and next week we have all kinds of things everywhere but the camp. So keep that in mind, that often we're everywhere but the camp. So.
Well, I mean, the 17th is kind of near the campus, just across the street.
Well, true, but...
Just for the record, I'm in favor of Saturdays. Reason being is because for me, with this new job, I don't get off work until 6 p.m. So it's just selfish. I'm gonna say it. It's selfish. I won't be able to partake in the rush hour thing, and I would really love to. So Saturday opens me up because I'm off on Saturdays and Sundays, and I'm all for the Saturday proposal of a GA or an event or of some sort here downtown, or presence just being here downtown. So I understand we have things coming up this Saturday and next Saturday, but I'm not obligating myself to those weekends. But I'm just saying for future notice, I'm willing. Saturdays, I'm all for it.
I don't think anyone can have a meeting on a Saturday because things are extremely busy here, and it would be difficult to have a meeting, I think. But to definitely have, events where literature and information and signs and whatever, making people aware. If you have a weekday once a week here, people can come after work for the meetings, and some people might not be, everybody, obviously, not everybody can make it to the signage, but some people who can get out of work or who aren't working at this time can do the signage while they're waiting for the rest of the meeting.
I gotta say something. If you have a set day every week, like downtown, that'll invite the city police. They'll say, okay, every Thursday we gotta show a presence. But if you ever think about breaking it up like a code, like 1 week Thursday and then Tuesday, Saturday, just keep them guessing. This way, I don't know. That's just a thought. I saw they were big out.
Well,
I don't think that the cop, we're not doing anything illegal right here, right now. And I mean, to switch it around a lot like that would just be a hassle for attendance.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
I think the pressure is going to mount the closer we get to the Republican convention. I think you're going to see a lot more
Well, we've been here for the past month or
everything's
so on
temporary.
Thursdays, and I don't see any cops, you know, so.
Everything's changeable.
Well, we have so much already going on this month. I mean, really. I mean, Saturday and next is busy, busy, busy. We could, in theory, start the first week of April, like do Thursday night signing with some Saturdays here. We've already come to consensus that on the 6th of April, we're coming to spend 24 hours here anyways for our 6-month anniversary. We're camp at Cruising for a day. We've already come to consensus on that. So that could be we march over to do the 6-month anniversary for 24 hours here, and then every Saturday, you know what I mean? Get people so busy this month between Immokalee this weekend and the foreclosure seminar and then West Tampa community. I mean, it's crazy for weekends. But we could start doing Thursday signage and GA here, and then start in April doing a weekend event since we've already got the consensus at GA about doing 24 hours here for the 6-month anniversary.
Well, since this has already been tabled, I'm going to take a temperature check.
What'd you say?
The government took my sign. Use your imagination. Since this has already been tabled, I'm going to take a temperature check. Do we want to continue having this conversation now, or would we like to include the education work group in this as well, since they are extremely relevant to this? So, if you'd like to continue, fingers up. If you think this is better suited when we have people in the education work group. All right, that is going to be tabled until we get in contact with the work group. Is there any further proposals?
Point, if anybody wants to go talk to that work group about these things, they meet at 5:30 on Sundays in Houston.
All right, any other proposals?
I do have a last minute announcement.
Oh, last minute announcement?
I saw that Susie posted on Facebook yesterday or something that only 24 people have signed up for this seminar this Saturday, and that the lady who's put a great deal of effort into setting it up is a little dismayed at that. So there's a registration process of some kind, but contact Susie or someone in that work group.
What's the seminar?
On foreclosures. There's two of them actually, a morning and something different in the afternoon.
One of the loans.
I wasn't aware it was something you had to. How do you sign up for it?
There's like a form, fax or something. I don't know, some weird something. But contact Susie.
That's it.
Not to downplay or belittle the event for the foreclosure, but she is familiar. There are other events going on, such as the Immokalee thing, and I mean, people are divided on Saturday.
Yeah,
I was originally going to the foreclosure until I actually investigated the Immokalee thing, and my heart goes out to them. That's where I will be. But I do have friends that I've spoken to in Fort Lauderdale that are coming up for that event. I mean, I don't know. I would venture to say that we'll probably be more than 24 people there.
I guess what I was saying, if you know of anyone who's going through foreclosure or that kind of thing, tell them, I guess is the point.
Alright, any further announcements and proposals? Alright, General Assembly is weak.
Anybody know what's going on down here?
Some kind of festival.
Yeah, there's a festival Saturday.
Fences. We miss you, Curtis Hickson. I'm sure you miss us. I can tell you do.
That's the place to go. That's fun. From a tattooed lady.
I have to read stuff for class before I read outside
So
class
just
stuff.
empty signs, really? That's what you're doing?
No, what am I sign and freedom have in common?
Well, the crowd of 0 viewers can't read your signs. So.
My sign says, what am I sign and freedom have in common?
Okay.
This is a sign. They don't exist.
All right. And on that note, we're going
Or
to...
they were both taken away from me.
Good night, zero viewers.
Yeah.